Hi guys! Kumusta guys? Kumusta kayong lahat? Hopefully everybody has a wonderful day. Today is papunta na kami sa Colombia Icefield and also the Skywalk, and from there it's like 2 hours from drive. So we're so excited guys, and samahan nyo kami sa pamamasyal namin, and see you guys around, okay? Nakakit dito. So ang departure namin is 12:15. Yan, nakakit kami doon. Meron kami na malaking bus dyan, paakit dyan. So yeah. So nandito ngayon, papasok ako. Ito yung mga kasama ko. We just got here. Yeah. So ayan sila. Line up na kami ngayon dito. Kami pupunta na dyan. And then so yun ang pinto guys. Yan, papunta na pasukan namin ngayon. And then nakalanap na sila. Aakit kami. So I'm so excited, and medyo talagang pinakataas na mountain. Medyo, pero malaki naman yung parang pass na, no? Papakita ko sa inyo mamaya kung anong kalaki yung gulong. Kaya just ayun sila. Everybody excited for sure kasi akit na kami dyan. For the first time nakakit na rin kami dyan. Yes, parang low Amy and okay, there we go. Akit na kami guys.
Let's do it.
There we go. There we go. Virtual na kami. Yeah. Taradan. Lahat excited. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yay! Excited now. There we go. Yan. Ito na ang packet sa bundok. Umpisa na ang umpisa na ang adventure sa Jasper. Uli.
Icefield.
Yep.
Tita. Icefield.
There you go. That one. And stuff again.
You stay here, please. You stay here, please.
Perfect. There you go. You can go now on the gate. Mason A with. Yeah.
Thank you. There we go. Ito na. Bakit na kami. Here we go. Here we go. Nasa labas na kami guys. Yeah. Antay na kami ng bus namin. Yeah. So yan ang akit na namin guys. You see that? Oh wow. Kare. Yeah. Akit na namin dyan. Nakita niyo yung bus na doon. Yan ang bus na bakit doon. Right there guys. So excited guys. So wag yung i-miss to pag nandito kayo guys. Sayang naman pag i-miss nyo to. Kumbaga ito ang pinaka-minibit na papasyalan din. So it's so nice.
Wow. Na? Oh, sorry. Dito lang kami. Ano? Ano dyan? Ha? Awan na tinugang.
Kapit lang. Mawas na
So here we go guys. Yeah, dumating na yung bus. Kaantay na lang kami. Kasog dyan.
Hey guys, hello.
Hi!
That would be great. So hello, my name is Elena. Nice to meet you guys. I'll be your driver and guide all the way to the transfer bays where you'll get picked up by your license score. Takes around 5 minutes. I just ask that you guys keep your mask on in the bus, and we're gonna load from the back to the front. Sound good? Yeah. Perfect. Let's get going.
Bata! There you go, guys.
Territory. So I'm going to assume that all of you guys drove through either Banff or Jasper to get all the way to the ice. And while you guys were driving, you might have noticed that the landscape
Jen.
changes quite a bit
Jen.
on the way.
Hi!
That's because in the Rocky Mountains, we have 3 different ecoregions. So we have the montane, the subalpine, and the alpine. Banff and Jasper, they find themselves in the very first ecoregion, and that is the montane. It usually finds itself in the lowest of elevations, where there's usually valleys. So in the montane, we can find lots of biodiversity, lots of trees and animals. So we can find bears, caribou, elk, deer, the Columbian ground squirrel, the lodgepole pine tree, as well as the trembling aspen. Yes. I'm glad you confirmed it. Thank you. You're very smart. So, the trembling aspen tree that we find in the montane, it is actually one of my favorite trees in the whole entire world. And that is because it's super cool. It can clone itself. So how it does this is through its root system, it can shoot up new clones of itself, the exact same tree. And they do this to get lots of nutrients from the soil as well as sunlight through those extra leaves. And trembling aspens that grow just by themselves, they only live for around 80 years. But the trembling aspens that are able to create a bunch of cloned friends for themselves, they live to over 1,000 years. They can live for a very long time. And they get very, very big, those trees, because each cluster of trees is technically just one single organism, one tree. It is known as the largest living organism in the whole entire world. Yeah. And in the United States, there's a trembling aspen tree that spans 1.6 kilometers. Yeah. They can get very big. Now, we are in the second ecoregion here, and that is the subalpine. We won't be able to find any trembling aspen trees here, but we will be able to find the Engelmann spruce tree as well as the subalpine fir. And we can find mountain goats and bighorn sheep here as well. And they do like to hang out here, so definitely keep your eye out for them, okay? And we are heading to the third and final ecoregion. That's the alpine. It's the highest elevation, and we cannot find any trees here at all because of that. It's way too high up. The growing conditions are much too harsh. But we can find mosses and lichens, and these mosses and lichens, they attract quite a few little critters, such as the pika. So pikas are one of my favorite animals because, yes, they are Pikachu. So Pikachu was actually inspired by the pika. They both make, okay, they don't have electricity, but they do both make that cute pika pika sound. Super cute. The pikas, they kind of look like mice, but they're actually related to the rabbit family. They guys, guess what? They like to eat their own poop. Yeah. But guys, don't worry. They only eat the green poop, and that's because it has undigested food in it, so they don't want anything to go to waste. Awesome. So, if you guys have any water bottles, make sure that they are empty so that you can fill it up with glacier water while you're up there. And thanks guys for joining me. I'll hop out first. Thanks guys.
Thank you.
Ibo tong bata.
Ngayon lang nakakain ng ketchup, ano eh.
Thank you. Thank you. What over here? There you go guys, packet na kami guys. Ito yung sinasabi kong packet na kami doon. Look at the tires, eh? Look at how big it is.
You could stay nearby. Don't go wandering around, please. Thank you.
Ito, yung mga kasama ko, packet na. Nasa ka na kami.
if
So,
you just
pangalawang
get
grade
off the
to.
shuttle, jump straight on board. There's a mix up of people right now.
Oh. It's too big.
Ganda sana, pero sa pinag muna tayo dahil
Where's Jennifer? Oh. There you go.
Alright, hit the road, Jack. Go uphill. Alright, so this morning, this afternoon, whatever, before you came out here, you most likely would have driven across Jasper or Banff. And both of those are lovely little towns in the Rockies. And the road that connects Banff and Jasper is known as the Icefield Parkway Road, as you would have known. But this road...
you like Blue Jays, babe?
No, I like the Blue Jays. No, I like
So you live in Toronto?
Yeah, I like the
Oh, okay. You came from Toronto. Hey.
Some sort of reasonable meridian, 37, 38, so we need to get it down, and now we're just about 32, 34%.
that's what I
Very shortly, we're going to get past these rocks, and you guys will be able to see down the valley. While you're looking down the valley, once again, you'll see the Discovery Center, where the 1843 glacier reached. But you also get to see the slope left behind by the glacier and created this lateral moraine. Yeah, we're officially in the steeper part. I like to play tricks on people. I like to wax the seats before we get on the trip. See who's sliding forward. right, you get to see the valley, and then on the left, there's a couple of little rocks that are just tumbling down. Somewhat of an active left-hand side after every rainfall. We got a couple of rock slides happening as well. So, has anybody been on a glacier before?
Yes.
Yes, lovely. So we've got a few experienced people, a few greenhorns. So for those of you that have been on a glacier, was it this one or another one?
Here.
Here?
Yeah.
I'm guessing a few years ago.
Years ago.
So if it's been a while, all right, if it's been a while that you've been here, I'll use the path as a reference. Can you see there's like a walking path on the right-hand side? So that's the Tour de Glacier loop, and in 1985 that loop did not exist because this glacier was sitting on top of it. And for those of you that haven't been on a glacier yet, well, are we on a glacier or are we on a road right now? On a road? Road, yeah, we are on a road, but the road is also on a glacier, so both answers are good. What? Yeah, no, it's crazy, right? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, so what we're on at the moment is ice-cored moraine. So essentially the ice is covered with rocks and boulders underneath us. We might have a couple of centimeters, or we might have a few meters of dirt and rock underneath the wheels of the bus. So over the years, with the freeze-thaw cycle, well, the rocks and boulders came tumbling down and covered this part of the ice. So these rocks and boulders are acting like a big insulation layer, protecting the ice underneath us from the outer elements, such as your sun, your heat, and your rain. So the ice underneath is melting at a much slower rate than the ice that we have on the right-hand side. So eventually, when the Athabasca Glacier keeps receding or might disappear or completely, the ice-cored moraine will remain here for a little wee longer and keep providing some fresh water for some of the major cities in the surrounding area. Hello, James. Now, earlier this season, with the melting snow higher up, right among these rocks and boulders, so there's a couple of puddles, a couple of big ponds as well, and yeah, it created some unique feature for us. So when we get a split in the rocks, not the rocks, in the ice, it's known as a crevasse. All right, so crevasses is when you get an opening in the ice, and I'll point one out coming up because it did create a bit of trouble for us earlier this season. So crevasse is an ice feature. A crevasse is when you get a split in the rocks on the mountain. So if you look it up on the side, we have Mount Athabasca, and Mount Athabasca, you might pick up all these crevasses. And then a crack, a proper crack, all right, is what you get when the plumber comes over and he bends over. Usually gets people giggling, yep. So on the left here, all right, I'm just gonna drive slowly because we got a one-way street coming up. So on the left, we're gonna have one of these crevasses that has been exposed with our melting snow earlier this season. The pond emptied itself on the side here. The ice is dirty enough as it is, as you can see on either side of the bus. And what happens essentially, while the air or the wind.
Oh, so guys, bumaba na kami lahat, and also bababa na rin ako. Nakikita nyo, nasa baba na sila. Oh, here we go guys. Nandito na kami sa baba, and beautiful day, sunshine, but it's still really cold. And sobrang lamig, and kahit napakainit, summertime is still so cold. And also, ito yung sinakyan naman kanina, and look at that, it was so big, right? Huge, man. And yeah, look at that, wow, napakaganda. Napakaganda dyan sa tuktok, guys. So, yeah, I'm going that way. Pupuntahan ko yung doon sa dulong-dulo. So, para makita nyo, guys. Kumbaga, hindi pa ako tapos sa finish line. And again, guys, kung anyone pumunta man dito at magmasyal, don't forget to bring your jacket. You know, it's still cold. For me, I feel cold. So make sure you bring your sweater or jacket. I mean, you're wearing shirt, that's fine. But again, you have to wear a jacket for me. So yeah, ito yung, kumbaga, ito talaga yung main pasyalan dito sa Colombia Icefield. It was so scary kasi meron din talagang pababa siya na kanina na yung binabaan ng sinakyan namin. But it's so fun. Nasa ibaba ka na sa tuktok ng mountain. And it's so nice. It's worth it, guys. I recommend this for you guys. So here we go. I got the finish line. I got the Canada. We got it, guys, and I got it, and I-meet ko rin. And yeah, so I'm so happy that I'm nakapunta dito and be excited. So ito, and pabalik na ako doon sa sasakyan ko ngayon dahil ang bibigay lang sa'yo na time is you got like half an hour. So half an hour to stay and after that ibabalik kayo doon sa hindi babalik. Pagkatapos dito, papunta naman kayo sa Skywalk. So 30 minutes to stay here. And it's marami ka na rin time na magagawa sa half an hour. So again, guys, when you guys pumunta dito is make sure it's fully charged your cell phone and or your camera. Okay? So, yeah. So, papunta na kami, guys. Akit na ako. Okay. See you, guys. Hello, guys. Yeah, so, nandito na kami ngayon, guys. And so, sobrang lamig pa rin kahit summer na dito. Kasi Icefield to eh. Ito yung tatawag ng Icefield nila. So, yeah, nandito sila, guys. And sila. Yeah. Super ganda nito, guys. Pag nandito naman kayo uli, kung sino man makapunta dito, guys, sa Icefield na sa tawag nila, wag niyong i-miss, guys. Pasyalan nyo rin ito, maganda dito, guys. Worth it pumunta dito. I recommend it, so maganda talaga dito.
So, as we look on the right-hand side, right, we have what I like to call the ice steps or the big ice falls, and where the snow and ice meets the sky, right, that's where we have our transition between what is a glacier, which we're standing on, and where the Columbia Icefield starts. So what we don't see above is the Columbia Icefield. We've got the transition zone, and now we're on the glacier, right? So that's a little difference in between the two. And then as we're going to turn left and go down, you might have noticed up high in the mountains we have two extra glaciers. The one on the far right is known as Andromeda, and the one we can't really see but looks like big steps once again is known as the AA Glacier. So both of them are what we know as independent Alpine hanging glacier. So independent because they are doing their own little thing up there. Alpine because they are in a higher elevation. And then hanging because it looks like they're hanging on the cliffside. Once upon a time, both of them would also have been called tributary glacier, meaning that they fed ice to the Athabasca Glacier. The Andromeda Glacier has an extra term to it, that being a cirque glacier.
Oh, hi guys! For now is nandito na kami sa Skywalk and nanggagaling na din kami kanina sa Colombia Icefield, and you can see guys, it's a beautiful day, sunshine, and in my right side is puro mountains and huge mountains, napakaganda guys, and my goodness, halos yung mga mata ko, nakikita ko yung mga mountains, napakaganda. And so far guys is talagang you're gonna see, wow, ang ganda ng mga views dito guys, super ganda talaga, wala akong parang masabing comment talaga. So kasi parang ano to guys, parang package to eh. Yeah, they're gonna bring you to Colombia Icefield and then the Skywalk. And look at this, eh? Wow, it's so I'm getting close doon sa mismo, parang sinasabi ko nga finish line doon sa tinatawag ko na Skywalk doon mismo, na ang floor is a glass. Yeah, there we go guys, we're getting close. And here we go. Malapit na kami doon ngayon. Doon sa sinasabi ko na ang floor is glass. I'm so excited. Makita na ngayon doon. Talagang ang yung iba sinasabi na talagang mapawaw kapag nandoon ka na. So here we go. That's Jennifer. And there you go guys. Nandito na ako ngayon sa yung sinasabi ko. Look at the person, eh. He was naghihiga doon sa floor kasi talagang pag tumingin ka diyan sa baba guys is talagang parang susuka ako, parang sa sobrang lalim, parang sobrang, malulula ka talaga pag tumingin ka sa baba. But it's beautiful, ang ganda ng good experience for this. I recommend this for everyone. Talagang puntahan nyo to, huwag nyong i-miss to dahil napakaganda. Even though yun lang yan, makikita mo yung pero parang pag nandiyan ka na, ang ganda talaga. Yeah. So again, make sure that yung cellphone is fully charged for the pictures and souvenirs and something like that, and mga camera mo rin, and make sure it's full yung battery ng camera mo. And look at this, eh? Look at that. Yan ang pag pumunta ka doon, talagang parang gusto mong umalis yan kasi parang nakakatakot ba. Pero again, it's a good experience. You should try it. Talagang it's worth it guys, so I recommend for you guys. So anyone, hopefully nag-enjoy kayo sa video na to, and hopefully hindi kayo magsawa pagsuporta sa amin. So see you guys for the next video, okay guys?